If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018. Hey, this Power Players, Grant Cardone. I try to bring every week to you somebody in power, somebody that's got some intelligence, some knowledge, and mostly some experience they can share with you so that you maybe get to power faster. Ezra Firestone, a friend of mine, dude's awesome on e-commerce. We just had a meeting in my office. He talks about $5 million in this product and $5 million in that product like it's nothing.
It's
so
something.
Great to have you,
thank
dude.
You so much.
Really appreciate it. Okay?
And I don't know if you noticed this, but both times we've done an interview, we match outfits. So
of course, dude. Of course.
We didn't plan this.
Of course, we twin brothers, man.
Yeah, I was.
You got the bun. I don't.
I do.
Bun,
well, you could get one of these. We could get you one. Get you a clip on just for our interviews. Yeah, I wanted to start with this thing that I noticed that you do. That it was reinforced. I was thinking that you do this. And so let me give you a breakdown of my business, current business.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And then
I'm
going to relate it.
So everybody else, he's going to break it down for you. Okay.
All right, so let me break it down for you. So here's how it goes. I've been in e-commerce since 2005. So I've grown up in this industry since I was knee high to a duck. Like I've just been in it since before there was mass adoption in society of buying online. Right?
22 years.
That's how long you've been in it.
No, you.
Nah, I've been in like 13. But anyway,
13 years.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I did bad math. I'm getting ahead of myself.
So I have my main business is that one I just showed you. I sell $20 million a year worth of skincare, about 21 actually, and that's kind of where we innovate, where we focus, I got 75 people. Most of my team, let's say 50 of them are focused on e-commerce, right? That's kind of like the heart that pumps the blood to the rest of our businesses, right?
Jenny, grab those products so we can show.
Yeah, we'll show them off. So that's one entity, right? Then what we do is anything that works there, we document it and we share it with our community.
And that becomes
that's the information business. The second
training,
business, training business, education. So we do a bunch of free content, just like what you do here. So we do it, and then we document.
You observe what's working, what's not working.
Share it with people. That business is called Smart Marketer. Tagline: Serve the world unselfishly and profit.
I like that.
So then anything that, and I'm getting to the point. I'm going to get back to you here. It's not
That's
all about
all right.
me.
That's all right, dude. It's all good, man. It's about the people, baby.
Yeah. So this is a good lesson.
Serve the
for any of you
world
watching.
unselfishly
And profit. Because if you are in a role of service, you're going to profit. And that's what this...
And if you don't profit, you're not going to be able to serve.
That's right. Exactly. You can only give from surplus. So you got to generate surplus so that you can give. So these are our... Oh, man, I got a little 10X mug here. What you guys don't see is I'm accompanied by double Grant Cardone here. If I get lonely, I got G-City over here twice hanging out with me.
G-City.
G-City. So, all right, so let me get back to this. So basically, anything that works on the store, not only do we document and share with our community, but we develop and we offer software solutions to that same group of people. Two reasons. That's the third business piece, called Zipify. So two reasons we do that. Number one, the Smart Marketer business that's built around the Ezra Firestone persona is not an asset. It's only cash flow. I can't sell it. It's just business. Right. But by building software as a service and selling it to that same community, that gives me an asset-based business that is now worth something that's not built on my persona that I could sell to someone.
The Zipify.
That's Zipify. So document, develop.
Got 3 legs on his stool.
But check this out. So here's the interesting part of it. In farming, there's this term known as permaculture, which is the idea that you use...
You smartest guy.
There's the idea that you do this. This is what I'm getting to.
Permaculture.
The idea that you use all your assets to their greatest benefit. Capture the rainwater, water the garden. Use the chicken shit for the compost. So all my businesses flow together. They work together.
Right.
As I'm out here looking at your stuff, you don't even realize you're doing that.
No, I do.
Okay,
I do realize that. We are permaculture for sure.
It's amazing. And it's such a good model. And most people...
We renew everything here.
You've got to.
Yeah.
And if you can find... It's like, man, I like to buy old things. It's the oldest business model in the book is buy a watch for 1 zonzime, scrub it down, and sell it for 2. That's, take things that are old and renew them. Use your resource to its greatest benefit. And I don't see enough entrepreneurs doing that.
Yeah. So your point in that is like the guy, let's say there's a guy out there starting up a deal. He's new to e-commerce. He's not 13 years. He's like me.
Sure.
You know, like what's Shopify? I mean, look, there's people going to see Shopify, and before you blink your eyes, it's going to be gone.
I know. It's crazy.
We were talking in my office about
change.
the phones. You know, the smartphone will go away. It will cease to exist.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on your body, on your eye. You're gonna have a bracelet that just drops your phone down. You're gonna have an eyepiece that just displays an augmented reality of like Google Maps, the directions in front of you. Like
you're not gonna look at your phone. You're not gonna look down at You're not gonna pick up another piece to look down at something. It's
just going to be on your body, and your
you're
going to
be an
reality.
App. You're basically going to be an app.
Yeah, it's crazy, and now they're putting.
So I can walk down the street. I could walk down the street and be playing golf at the same time while I'm shopping. I'm playing Golf Clash right now. I think it's an new app.
Actually, he has one on. You don't realize this. He is actually playing golf right now.
Yeah. So and you're a grappler, right?
I am.
So tell me, how does the grappling relate to the entrepreneurship, relate to the e-commerce? Because I think they're connected.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Here's what I'm interested in life. I'm interested in putting myself in positions of discomfort and then relaxing in those positions. And what I find in business, and anyone who's been in business, man, I've almost gone bankrupt several times. I've had several deals fall through. I've had several. I mean, now being more established and having a team of 75, like we're way more established now. But as I was coming up in the game, I had several failures. And growing up as a kid, you know, we were worried about the power turning off. Sometimes we didn't have water. Like I never had new clothes. Like I went and sold stuff at the flea market on the weekends just to try to make money with my pops. Like I know what it feels like to not have and to be lacking. And I think that what I see with these younger guys coming up in the game, they just want to drop ship and make $1 million. They don't realize that like the skill set of being comfortable in discomfort is a real valuable one in life, because you're going to experience discomfort. You don't want a life without discomfort. You want a life that has the whole range of emotions, the whole range of the spectrum, so that you have context on what your success even means.
Yeah, I see some of these guys getting off of private jets, right? They chartered, or they just figured out how to get a picture
Jet
on.
Smarter app.
Yeah, the Jet Smarter, the whole thing. And I'm like, guys, you know, like you're skipping some beats here.
Yeah, and it's like,
so can you talk about that, like the importance, like how you grew up? Okay, the flea market thing. I think it's interesting to know that this dude grew up poor. They did the flea market deal as a solution to like eating, not a hustle. It was the eating. It was like taking care of survival.
Need to make money, you know.
And to see that discomfort and that thing that you probably didn't want to go through, nobody did, is what Ezra Firestone will do for millions of dollars later in the future with e-commerce, which is basically the internet, which is a flea market.
So what we were doing, so I like to give this history of my family, right? So my great-grandfather, Abraham, he lived in a town called Kolomaya, Russia. And what he would do is he would get he'd get a horse-covered wagon full of cotton and wool, and he would take it from Kolomaya to Vienna, which is a 7 days journey, with his 3 kids in the back of this wagon, and he would trade it for more. So he'd trade it for different, like, you know, he'd trade the wool for leather, you know, he'd trade it for, and he'd bring it back, and the leather would get made into shoes. So he was a trader, right?
Right, and he was recycling too.
He was recycling, but he was making his money on the people on the side of the road that he could sell the stuff to, and also on the trade. Then, so that was great until the war. One of his sons.
What war?
The World War I or II, whatever it was. Yeah, he's
one of the big wars.
One of the big wars. Yeah. So basically, one of his sons that would ride.
You got to get that worked out.
Yeah, I got to figure out those stats. Anyways,
you can't be like one of them.
One of the two. Yeah. So, anyways, the point is that his hustle was selling to people on the side of the road and also trading stuff. Mm-hmm. His son, who was in the back of that horse-carried wagon, came to America after the war. I want to say World War II. His son came to America at a time when all the Jews were selling shmatas, rags, on the Lower East Side. They were selling clothing. And he had a store on Orchard Street selling women's garments. And what he would do is he'd buy stuff from one guy in Midtown. He'd take it to another guy, get it sewn, and he would sell a fully tailored woman's blouse in the late 50s for like $3. And so he made his money on the traffic on Orchard Street.
And they were saying it was too high back then.
Yes, that's what they were saying. Oh, yeah.
We're
talking about Jewish people.
I can't pay you $3.
Yeah. They definitely bargain and negotiate, right? That's my culture. So anyways, his son is my father, right? So that was Isaac. So Abraham was the guy with the horse-carried wagon. Isaac was the guy with the store on Orchard Street. Now, my dad, Jacob.
Dude, you're like biblical.
Yeah, I've been in the game.
I didn't know this dude was like.
I've been deep life, right?
Dude,
So
this
check
guy's
this
like
out.
biblical, man.
Yeah,
All the biblical names.
So check this out, though.
Yeah.
My dad shuns his roots of like he didn't want to be a merchant.
He didn't want to be a trader,
want to be
barter.
like super deep into religious culture. He wasn't about that. So he moves from New York to California and joins an intentional community where
He's a hippie.
He's a hippie.
Yeah, total
and
hippie.
so
He's
and we're
checking out,
selling.
man.
So, but here's the interesting
He's on
thing.
the protest.
He ends up becoming a merchant. Like let's say two teams are in the Super Bowl, right? They make shirts for both teams, the winning team and the losing team, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
of
so we'd
course.
get like the shirts of the losing team. What we would do is we'd go down to the flea market, we'd get the corner lot, we'd build our tent, and they're not these pop-up tents. Like you had to actually build this thing, right?
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
out there
yeah.
split testing crayon versus marker. You know what I mean? I'd be out there selling whatever we had, medicine and Gatorade and whatever. And now I do the same thing that my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my dad did, except for I have one thing that they don't, which is I'm not limited by geography. Great-grandpa, selling to people
Right,
on the
right,
side of the road.
right.
Grandpa, Orchard Street. My dad, the corner lot at the flea market. I can sell to anyone in any
As long as they're
developed
willing to
nation.
pay the shipping, you can
And so
you can deliver
it's
anywhere.
the same hustle.
Dude, listen to what this guy's telling you right now. The big takeaway out of Power Players in this first part of our segment.
There we go.
I can't get that out. This guy's so smart. Okay, dude, you gotta embrace the discomfort. So because it's going to teach you something for the future. Stay with us on Power Players.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Do I go back over and over until I master that? Or
Repetition is the mother of all learning.
because there's so much in there.
Yeah, certainty, man. Certainty. You want to get certain about something? I don't want to learn something. I want to know something.
So this year we're doing a little bit different format. This year Grant's going to do all 3 days. Y'all excited about that?
Do it. I promise you I will make it worth 1,000 times what you pay.
Fresh, doing something you haven't heard before.
If you are a business owner who needs custom software solutions through Amazon Web Services to automate, speed up, and enhance your business so you can focus on what you do best, which is grow your company, let Nico's Computer Engineering get you started today. With a free consultation, CEO and owner Tim Clark has spent the last 10 years building custom software for companies around the United States. Whatever your need is, whatever industry, if you need efficiency, Tim Clark can help you. Nico's Computer Engineering knows that you value speed to market. That's why we have the fastest turnaround and software implementation on the planet. If you want to get started with Nikos, go to nicoce.com. That's nicoce.com to get started right now. Want to learn how to invest in real estate like Grant Cardone, but you don't have the cash to invest yet? Reach out to Chris Root and his team where he will show you how to invest in real estate to build cash without credit or much money by learning how to wholesale real estate. We'll show you the right way to build cash so you can invest in multifamily apartments and other real estate investments like Grant Cardone. Sign up now at chrisrood.com. That's chrisrood.com. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. Steve Griggs is the best landscaper on the planet and gives you knowledge and data that you can't even find on Google. Featured on Huffington Post, Entrepreneur.com, Grant Cardone TV, Steve Griggs is the entrepreneur built and designed to help you make your home become the lifestyle of your dreams. For more information, visit SteveGriggsDesign.com. That's SteveGriggsDesign.com. Integrative Communications has been supplying turnkey field mobility solutions since 2004. We've assisted many prestigious customers in providing access to field workers and asset information in real time while reducing mobility costs. We optimize workflows and deploy mission-critical applications. We saved the industry $40 million last year. To learn more, go to icomcorp.com. That's icomcorp.com right now.
Welcome back to Power Players. We're talking about discomfort. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about, don't try to skip beats.
G-City, 10X.
Some of you guys are trying to accelerate, man. You're trying to go from broke to jet charter. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
You know what the thing is? People always reminisce about the good old days. These are the good old days.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
are them.
yeah,
Enjoy
yeah.
them. Embrace
You
it.
mean even the struggle like the tough
Man,
stuff.
I reminisce about like wig season. I was the #1 retailer of mullet wigs in America a couple years running. So I had a lot of different hustles. But the point is, like, wig season for me was October. I would sell a couple $100,000 worth of wigs, and they would all be in my apartment, and I'd be selling mullets.
You don't
and
want to go
afros.
back and do that.
I
Dude.
don't.
That does not sound
I
good
don't
to
want to go
me.
back and do it. But thinking back on it, it's a lot of fun to reminisce about that experience, and that experience led me to this experience. You know what I mean? Like, you got to embrace
Let
where
me
you're
talk,
at.
because you are definitely a power player. Okay,
Powerful, Grant Cardone.
You are, dude. What does power mean to you?
I
'Cause I think everybody's got a different
Here's
meaning.
what
Mother Teresa was definitely a power player.
Sure. I said this on this little Instagram video that hopefully you'll put out at some point.
Okay.
That I think what the game is it's a game of resource.
Oh yeah. We have his I love entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
we're gonna put it out. Dude.
Put that. So I think it's a game of resource distribution and resource direction. And like my agenda is to generate a bunch of resource that I can direct towards causes that I find noble, causes that I believe in. How do I generate resource? Well, resource in the game we're playing, the society we're living in.
What do you mean by resource?
I'm going to explain it.
Oh,
the game
please.
that we're playing, the society that we're living
Smartest guy in the room, man. You know what they
in.
say
Resource
about that.
is money, man.
Resource is money.
Look, you can't tear a dollar bill and have change fall out. It has no value. It's something we trade for things we think are valuable. Something we trade for resource that we can then direct. So I am generating a lot of surplus money so that I have resource to direct, i.e. power to direct towards the shit that I think is that I want to put resource towards.
So do you think that a person or a business can have power without money?
I think it's hard. I think you can. I think you
Right?
can. You can have. Look, here's another way to have power and influence. To get a bunch of people in agreement. Agreement is control. Think about this. Agreement is also reality. So check this out.
Yeah.
If you have 1,000 people who say this guy's Brad Pitt, and one
yeah.
guy who says I'm Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
whoever the 1,000 people think Brad Pitt is who Brad Pitt is because everyone's in agreement.
And back to the money thing, Brad Pitt is money.
He is, his name is for
So
I think agreement.
money only has value to the degree that a group of people agree with it.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, because legal pads don't have value
No.
because people just waste them.
Yeah, and the numbers.
But all of a sudden you take a legal pad and you make it look like $1. Everybody's like, I can't use that money. What do you need? Yeah.
Use your money.
See, people play with that. They're like, oh, that's nothing, man. They would never do that with real hundreds. Okay.
Sorry.
Like everybody be running around here getting this. I mean, the money that we have, Ezra's making a great point right here. It's really worth no more than this, except
that
this
we agree
agreed
that it
upon
is.
reality.
Yeah. And so I think when you say another way to define power for me, if you don't have money, is to get a whole bunch of people in agreement. And you know what does that? And you know what? This is what I was saying before. I was talking to you about this when I first came in. The guy who drove me over here, I was like, yeah, I'm going to see Grant Cardone. He was like, Cardone Zone. I bought Sell or Be Sold. He was going. You have one of the ways to get a bunch of people in agreement is to reach a whole bunch of people. And we are the first group of people in humanity who can go out there and reach the rest of the world through content. Yeah. And that's what I think you do really well. I think you have a bunch of people believe in the hype, consuming your content, saying 10X son, G City all day. Like people are into this lingo that you've developed, this culture that you've developed, and that is power. And a group of people in agreement about a particular. I think, man, and
it should. I think a lot of guys out there are working the web, they're doing the social media thing, and they're coming up with no money. And I'm like, guys, if you're doing the deal, and I'd love your input on this, and you come up with none of the paper, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, something's not working.
And then if you're doing it and you end up with paper, and you look up and you don't have any, then you're doing something wrong on that end too.
For sure. And I will say one of the things about I'm younger than you, but there's a lot of guys in the game who are younger than me, right? There's a lot of guys coming up 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22.
Yeah.
And they're all focused on making money, but they're not focused on keeping it.
Yeah.
And all these people that I see, especially in the e-commerce world, who make a bunch of money drop shipping or make a bunch of money in Amazon business, or make a bunch of money doing some bullshit in e-commerce, never are able to keep that money. It's one thing to make it, it's another thing to keep it, right? Or like money wants to flow, right? So to direct it somewhere where it's going to be beneficial.
It will flow somewhere, by the way.
So
it will go
leveraging
somewhere.
it. I'm not saying like you're not going to hold it down, right? But
no, I'm gonna move it to something that makes babies.
That's right. Using it to your best.
And these
benefit.
guys aren't making babies. Some of you guys are doing. Some of you punks.
Young bucks out there coming up.
No. You're running all the way. This is a mistake I never made in my entire career. I've made a lot of mistakes. Money was not one of them. Like, I value money. I was taught to value. I know you were.
100%.
And the game for me was, hey, I'm going to go out and produce money. I'm going to get investors. but I never got investors. What I did was I sold people a product. I treated their money like it was an investment.
That's right.
So when I sold you something at the wig thing or the flea market, right, or online, whatever, online is just another flea market.
That's right. It is. It's just another.
It's just bigger.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger, which is nice.
It's open 24/7. So I would go out and sell the whatever that was, right? They would give me money. I'd be like, I'm using that was my investor. He doesn't really think he's an investor. He doesn't own this new thing. And I'm like, that's the best money in the world, dude. Right. Don't go out and get investors, sell a product, get their money, and use the money. So what do you see the young guy?
Yeah. Here's what I think. I think there's you're balling out of control. You got jets. These guys are chasing baubles. Meaningless bullshit because they think that is what's going to bring them status, and they think that that's what's going to make them look good in the eyes of other people. I think it all comes back to approval, right? Everyone's looking to be approved of. Everyone wants to be acknowledged and appreciated and told they're right and sort of found like.
Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Well, it's a driver it's a motivator to do stuff, but it's a lack of internal self-worth, right? If your whole game is about acquiring bullshit that you don't necessarily even need because
the car.
Conditioned. I'm not against jets and cars, by the way, but here's the thing.
No, but you're saying prematurely.
Yeah,
you're saying
you're conditioned to think you should have this stuff because then somehow you've made it to some level and now you'll be approved of. It's like if you don't approve of yourself, it's a much better hustle to go out and get the stuff that you actually desire, to be in touch with what do you actually want. Is it a jet? Right on.
Yeah.
Are you going to use that jet? Like what do you actually want? And I think most people are not in touch with what they want. They're in touch with what they've been sold they want by society, right?
Yeah.
Men in particular, I think, are out there chasing accolades because they're sold that's what they should do, not because it's actually what they want. Now, I'm out here chasing resource. I like to consume just like the rest of us, right? I'm out here, you know what I mean? I'm wearing a gold ring. Like, I'm not against consumption. But I'm consuming shit that I actually want because I want that, not because I think
somebody else wants
that or someone told me I want it, or I will then be approved of if I have that thing.
Yeah. And he's still discovering. You're in a discovery mode. 100%. You can change your mind on all this.
I change my mind all the time. I'm always learning.
So this is really important what we're talking about because I'm thinking right now as I roll through my Instagram, rappers, athletes, young hustlers, young e-commerce guys, you guys, you're going to bust out.
How many people have we seen burn out? You know, you've been in this game a lot longer than me, but I've been in it 15 years. How many people
Nobody
have we seen
knew I had
off?
money, bro, for up until about 7-8 years ago. Because I didn't really have any money until 7 or 8 years ago.
Man, tell me about it.
So before that, it was just like
parlay.
I can't lose right here. I can't lose money right here. I can't afford to lose right now. 100%. I got to go knock doors again. I got to hit it. So when you see me do 3 webinars in 22 days, and you're like, dude, you work too hard.
Out there getting it.
I'm still on that thing about I have to keep pushing because I'm worried about the internet going down.
So before I was,
I even brought that up in there. I'm waiting for the window to close.
Listen, let's say Google Fiber's cable goes out, right? You know what I mean? It could happen. But just to change the subject a little bit, so before
a terrorist attack will not be one with a bomb. It will be one with
people don't know about the cyber terror that's going on.
Yeah.
They don't know. It's going on. It's happening. The battle is being waged right now. There is cyber terror. It's intense when you dig into it. But before I want to talk about one quick thing, which is so before I got into e-commerce, I was playing poker for a living, and I moved to New York City. And get them cards. Give me some chips too. Get some chips.
I got you.
All right, listen, I moved to New York City, so to play cards because there was a big underground scene.
You playing Hold'em?
Playing Hold'em, you know. But I came up playing everything. Stud.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day
before
guts?
Hold'em. You play Guts?
Oh yeah,
Three-card
poker, 100%.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I've only played Hold'em for like the last decade.
You're in or out on Guts. You're in or out on Guts, and you match the pot if you lose.
Okay, got it. So long story short is I was real good at reading people. Like I was real good. And when I talk about real good, look, I'm 17 years old. I'm playing in these underground clubs in New York City. You know, you got guys like Jimmy Two Tone, Paulie the Tooth, Tony Coconuts. You know what I mean? Johnny, how you doing? So basically, so
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts. Sonny Franchise over here. Johnny Bananas. And these guys, you know, they actually talk like, hey, you remember the guy who did the thing at the place? Like they actually talk like that.
This guy should be an actor.
So long story short is, you know, I was making $300-400 a night as a teenager, underground poker clubs in New York City, which I thought was real good. I was real happy about that. That was like enough to live on, to eat, to go out. Like I was living my life, maybe making 70 to 100 grand a year playing cards. And I kept getting invited to these bigger games and being kind of worried, like, man, maybe
What was a big game?
a big game would be like $3,000 or $4,000 buy-in back
Okay.
then. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Which would be like, you know,
all
Texas
in, all
Hold'em.
in. Yeah.
Maybe 5-10 no limit, 10-20
Yeah.
no limit. You know,
Yeah.
kind of range.
Yeah.
And so I got invited to this one game run by this guy named the Limo, and I was winning at all these 1-2, 2-5 no limit games, crushing them in the city. This was back when you would have.
Wow, this is interesting.
in
I
New
know
York
where you're
City,
going now.
You would have 20 tables in one room.
Yeah.
But they started getting robbed and the whole thing,
yeah,
so they
yeah,
shut them all down. Now you only have like 1 or 2 tables in a room in New York City. It's not like you'd walk in, there'd be masseuses and there'd be big screen TVs, and it was like Vegas in Midtown.
So it was
Manhattan.
like the Molly.
It was just like that. It was at
Yeah.
that time. It was
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
time,
yeah,
like Molly's game.
Molly's
So,
game.
long story short, I started playing in this bigger game, and I could not win. I could not win. Now I'm a guy who.
So
is-
you were playing,
was playing at these
winning.
lower
You were
stakes.
winning at the 2-5, and then when you went to the higher stake
I
game,
started
big story
getting-
here, folks. Pay attention.
Started getting crushed. Now I'm a guy who believes I'm always a student. There's always more to learn. I don't think I have it all figured out. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you think you got it all figured out,
You're gonna
that's
get
when
cracked.
when you're gonna get cracked. That's when you're host. So I started reading every book on poker I could find. And I found a book by a guy named Barry Greenstein called Ace on the River, and he was like, "Hey, listen, if you're playing in a stakes up from where you normally are, show up after a bunch of people have had a time to go on tilt. So show up an hour before the game breaks and then play." So here's what I did. I started going to sleep at 6 p.m. on Saturday nights, waking up at 2 a.m., going to this game at 3, playing 3 to 5. And as soon as I did that, I started crushing this game. One little tweak, which was
Dude,
that
one
it's
tweak,
timing is everything, man. It was the
Yeah.
right time for me to be playing in that game. After
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
had a few drinks, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah, and you're talking about the guy being on tilt now, meaning for everybody out there, he is now making poor decisions.
because he's lost some money, he's trying to win
he's,
it back, trying to
he's,
dig
trying,
himself
he's
out of a hole.
chasing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's chasing.
And so if you look at this company right here, right? This is a company called Boom by Cindy Joseph. These are my skincare, my cosmetic products. And what we're doing is we're selling to women over 50. We are like one of the biggest online.
Because they're on tilt.
Well, no, but here's why. Here's why. Because everyone else in the world
Yeah.
is selling anti-age, anti-wrinkle,
Yeah,
Botox,
yeah,
tuck
yeah,
it in,
yeah,
tighten
yeah,
it up,
yeah.
dye your hair.
Yeah.
We're selling pro-age. We're selling life is good and it's just only getting better. And these cosmetics are to support you on your journey, and they're sheer. You can see right through them and celebrate your age. It was the right time for that message in our society, and that one message blew this thing up. That one viewpoint shift of instead of you're dirty, bad, and wrong for aging, aging is a natural process that's good, that you should embrace, and here's some ways to do it. It was the right time for women to
That's
hear
a
that. Here's
$5
why.
million a year business.
That's
right
a $20 million a year business.
I'm sorry.
Smart Marketer is the $5 million a year business.
Excuse me.
But let me just correct G City.
His
G City's
taxes
over
are $5
behind
million.
the scenes. You don't see him correcting me, but he is. But all right, so check this out though. Is there's 80 million baby boomers, right? Half of them are women.
Yeah.
80 million baby boomers, the second largest population. Millennials.
Well,
just
some people
surpassed
say
them.
it's bigger than that, but anyway,
So
it could be up to
millennials-
100,
okay. Wow,
107
really?
million
Oh my God.
baby boomers.
All right, so then maybe they're bigger than millennials.
Plus
So
the illegals.
hey now, the
Now
first
we're at
or
120.
second.
Johnny came in illegal.
My mom came here on a boat.
Yeah, yeah. My grandparents came over.
Yeah.
My grandfather never had papers. Wow. WOP.
Came through Ellis Island.
WAP. You remember WAP?
Oh yeah.
That meant without papers.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure, and that's still a derogatory term that people use for Italians.
Yeah.
My mom came over from Italy, from Rome. When
Now
she
we
was
call them
7.
refugees.
No, it's a different word. But check this out: 80 million. Let's say 100.
Whatever
million.
the number.
Fifth,
It's big. It's a
half of
massive
them are
number.
women,
Yeah.
and they're all experiencing their bodies aging, their skin wrinkling, their hair's graying, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone telling them that is bad. It was the right time for that message.
Yeah.
It's the right time for your message. All these youngsters who have access to the internet, who are trying to better themselves and better their lives, who are getting shitty information from school.
Yeah,
The worst
yeah, yeah.
information you could get.
Right,
I got
right.
lucky. I just was a bad student. I just couldn't make it in college. I failed out of junior college 3 semesters in a row and decided I'm going to go play poker because this is not working.
Well,
for
you
me.
had a lot of mentors around you, though.
I
You know,
did.
I mean, you had guys. I mean, look at the Jewish community. What is it? 14, 15 million people?
A lot of people, yeah.
It's not a lot.
But here's
dude.
the thing: I didn't.
14
grow up
or
in the-
15 million people. They got a little piece of land. They control all of the TV business, all of the movie business, all of the radio business.
I didn't grow up in
Like,
a Jewish community. I grew up
No?
on a hippie commune. My parents shunned that. They were like, "We're out of
But
this."
it was still there.
But it was in
They-
there. It was
what
deep.
you resist will persist.
For sure,
You know.
for sure.
Okay, let's play a hand.
All right,
Let's
you
play a
wanna
hand.
All right,
Okay.
you want to play some Hold'em?
Let's play Hold'em. We'll play Hold'em. $10 a chip. Let's go 50
Guys,
and 100.
I had a feeling G
50
City
and
and I
100.
might be playing, so I brought some cash.
I
Because
got
I had
my-
a feeling.
I got my
I had
cash
a feeling
too,
we
okay.
might actually do it, so I came ready.
We'll play 50 and
Cash in my
100. Let's
pocket.
see what happens here on Power Players.
Cash
Okay,
in
our
my
first
pocket.
live show.
Who doggies?
I need your 100 though. You're no, right here. Just put 10 of these up.
All right.
Put 10 of
This
these up.
$100?
We'll collect later. Yeah,
right,
I got an ATM right here at the bank.
Yo, anyone watching? If he's
Okay.
dealing off the bottom of the
Okay.
deck. By the way, new. Is that the?
I'm all in. I'm a bet out of order and go all in.
Son, he's punking me. He's trying to put me on his
Two-
show.
$200.
Put me in my place. He's trying to bulldog me. He's trying
200.
to body check me over here.
What is it? Do I have it or do I not
He's
have
over
it?
here body checking
Should
me.
we just end here, guys? Okay.
Yo, listen.
And play it out or what?
A good lesson in business is under pressure. You don't let your ego get in the way. You don't let
So he's
the
gonna
whole
fold.
world,
He's gonna fold.
the whole world watching.
He's
you,
gonna
you
fold.
live. You live to fight another day.
He's
You
gonna
give up
fold.
the 100 so that you can win.
Okay.
All right, so you got 100. That's all right. Take the 100. Take the 100.
ahead.
We go
Let's
back.
see. Let's see. I'll take the 100. I bought that. What do you think I had?
I don't know. I put you on like.
Let me show the audience what I had. Just
I
so.
put him on like a 2-7 or something.
Now, look, this guy's a good player. I want to show you off camera what I had here. Don't look, dude. Don't look. You can't look. No, you can't look, dude.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
not.
sorry, I
You
can't see.
can't look. You can't look. That's what I had, and notice what he said. Okay.
I put him on garbage, right?
Okay.
I put him on garbage,
go.
but you know the thing about G City is he's flexing in front of his peeps, right? He's flexing in front of his community.
No,
He's out here-
no. I'm
he's out here
showing you off.
pushing
dude.
me
I'm
around.
showing you off. You
No,
brought
no,
up the
are,
poker.
you
I
are,
said,
you are.
listen.
No,
Huh?
listen. I'm so appreciative. By the way,
Yeah.
real quick, like
that
genuinely
my- is that my
appreciative to be on your show.
No.
A fan
It's awesome.
and admirer. I think you're
I'm
amazing.
a big
Yeah.
fan,
So
dude. I had him at 10x. If
Yeah.
you didn't see the 10x presentation he did, this guy's
go.
a real deal,
I'm
folks.
gonna have you cut.
How do you go from selling wigs to doing 20 million a year at one business, and you got 3 businesses and they all rock? Okay, and you wear your hair in a bun like that.
Listen, and you know
crazy,
what? I
dude.
get more. Here's the thing. I embraced the bun. I embraced
he
it because
does
I get
embrace the
so much hate on it. It's the number one thing that
up
I get
to you,
hate
dude.
on
It's
online.
up to you.
All right. I'm all in.
He's all in here.
That's how we roll. Power players. G City, you don't mess around. You either have it or you don't. Heads up.
By the way,
Andy
nobody should
Beal,
be playing this game if you don't have the money. To
Doyle
I fold.
Brunson,
I fold.
Russell
I
Brunson.
fold.
All right,
You
I'll take
the
my
100.
100. I'll take my 100.
You take
I'll take
the
my
100.
100.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
You guys want to see what I
Here we
had? You guys want to see what I had?
I think you had 10 jack.
Ooh. You want to see what I had?
Yeah.
I definitely had one face card. I'm gonna show Grant one face card.
Oh, the king. Huh?
That's what I had.
Okay.
All right, I had one. I may not. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that other one under there.
Okay.
Yo, listen.
Yeah,
you want to
be on
get
both
good at
cards.
poker? You got to be good with your hands. You see that? You got to be good with your hands.
So the Boiler Room movie. Was it
Rounders?
No, not Boiler Room. Rounders.
yeah.
Rounders.
Rounders.
So, I mean, you played the game.
I played in
How
games
many
like that.
guys did you see? 10 to you. You're the big. Okay, I'm all in. Come on, let's show it to him. Let's do it.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
can.
I
You
can't.
can.
I
You
can't.
can.
I
You
can't
can.
run this one. I can't run this one. I
Okay,
fold.
okay,
I fold.
okay,
I fold. I can't run this one. You want to see
okay.
what I had?
Yeah, sure.
I can't run that. Come on.
Okay.
I can't run.
Let's see how it would have turned
I
out.
can't
though.
run
You
that.
want to see
All right.
this? Okay.
Here we go.
I had a 9-8.
All right.
There it is. Whoa.
Ooh. Ah, there it is.
There, I would have won that.
Oh, look, I would have paired up on the.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
go back. Hold on. Open that up. Is that 4 spades? Is that 4 spades? Tell me that's a spade.
Oh, he'd
I
have
would've
flushed
won that.
out,
I would've
dude.
flushed out on the river.
Come on. Okay. He'd have won that one. He'd have
I would've
busted
won
me.
it.
He'd cracked me. So what do you see like a young player? Because poker, the game of poker is managing money.
Yep.
Not playing above your pay grade.
Not playing with money you can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, being willing to gamble sometimes. Being willing to gamble sometimes. Being
Not
willing to
every
take
hand.
risks
Not
sometimes.
every hand.
Me personally, I'm about 80-20.
80
80%
what?
of the time I'm playing straight. 20% of the time I'm feeling that gut.
just playing
Here's
some
the thing.
bullshit.
I'm playing some bullshit, but I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it. You know,
Okay.
I feel it.
I got the big blind here. I'm good. I'm in.
All right. I'm gonna just bet 100. I'm gonna bet 100 in. Pre-flop.
How about another 5 then? How about another 5 of those? This guy comes up short every time.
is that a
Those
five?
are my Jesus. My God, man. Okay. It's tough.
And he noticed it. He noticed it. It wasn't intentional, but he noticed it.
Run there it is. That's good for me. That's all those are good for me.
I check.
I'm all in.
I call.
Damn it. You got the king, don't you?
Woo!
You got the king, don't you?
I got that. I got that. No 2. No. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh! Can you show
I'll
this?
take
Can you
it.
show this?
Oh, my
Dude, the guy just
God.
picked up the king. He picked up the kings.
Woo! You got it on the turn.
Okay.
No, yeah, on the turn you
Yeah,
hit
I
that
had
2
two
pair.
pair Cheers. I owe you 200, dude. Okay. Let me just clean up my bet, right? Let me just clean it up right now. There's 200. In fact, take 3 of these.
I'll take the third one.
Okay.
Take a little interest.
Okay, so look, let's wrap this
my
up
God.
now. Talking about power, right?
Yeah.
What 2 or 3 things can you tell somebody, look, if you want to get in power in your life, what they should be doing today, what they should be doing tomorrow, and what they should be doing long
Grant,
term?
do you notice that you've got 94 people in here believing your hype? 94 people in here who are saying, G-City, son, 10X. You got me coming in at your event. I was going 10X, son.
What are the 94
You realize-
people? What do you-
all
what-
your employees, all your team members, right? You realize that at your event, after your event, I had in my Instagram private message, like 150 people just go, 10X, son. That was it. So think
They
about,
love- they
think
love
about
all
the
this little easy-
influence
Yeah.
that you have. Think about the amount of people that you have in agreement with you backing your play.
Yeah.
That's power,
Yeah.
man. Get people
So,
to
but
back
how do
your
they do
play.
that? How do they do that? So
Sell
what
someone
should they
on
do?
your idea. You know what I did when I didn't have any money? I got my cousin. I told my cousin, I was like, listen, come work with me. We're going to make this happen. I can't pay you now, but when we make it, I'll pay you. I got like 3 or 4 of my
So
cousins.
sell.
Gave
Learn
me-
to sell.
Think about this. Yeah, learn to sell, obviously. But think about this. I got 8 hours in a day, 10 hours in a day, 12 hours in a day, whatever it is. I got 4 more people times 10 hours in a day.
what I
I've
tell-
just 5x.
Buy time, baby. Buy time. You
I
can
got
buy
their
time.
You can sell people on giving you their time for free.
Yeah.
While you're trying to make it.
Yeah.
And I think that's powerful.
So what he's saying is like people are like, well, you only have so much time. I'm like, how many hours you work a week? Last week I worked 90
94
times 40
yeah,
hours.
950 hours.
3,600 hours last week plus my time.
It's crazy.
And I'm like 4 men. Second thing people should do.
Second thing you should do, buy Grant Cardone's stuff.
Nah,
Sell it.
nah, nah,
yeah,
nah.
buy it. Buy it. You know why? Here's why. You get stuff for free, and that's valuable, but you don't value it when you get it for free. You know what you value? Things you invest in.
You're trying to get your
know
money
what-
back.
you know
It's an
what-
investment,
That's right. And
right?
you know what you care about? Like let's say you've anyone here who's an athlete cares a lot more about something they won that they trained for.
Yeah,
That
totally,
they put in the time, they put in the energy.
totally.
So invest in yourself. You know how much money I spent on training in my career?
Yeah, tell me.
A lot. At least a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Masterminds, flying around, buying
Yeah,
training,
yeah.
consuming
Buying access
information.
to people.
Yeah, come on. You've got to invest in yourself. That's power. And you know what? People don't. You know what I see you doing on your Instagram? You're out there. You're investing in your body. You're out there eating right. You're out there at the gym. You know what I mean? You're out there 10x, son. You're out there like.
I'm working my legs.
There's
right
more
because
than just.
I ignored my legs so
There's more
long,
than
dude.
just mental investment.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
physical investment.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you this vessel that you fucking
Yeah.
walk around in the world
Yeah, yeah.
in? How are you taking care of that? Are you stuffing Burger King down its face
Yeah.
24/7?
Yeah.
Or are you like it's powerful to take care of yourself?
Yeah.
I think it's a wrong move to delay gratification for longevity. Yet
You think it's a wrong move?
I think it's a wrong
To-
move
to
You
delay-
could get hit, to delay gratification for longevity.
Yeah, yeah.
You could get hit by a bus tomorrow, but you
Yeah.
know what? For me, gratification includes feeling good in my body.
Yeah, yeah,
gratification
exactly.
includes
Being able to
the
use the-
potential
the-
for a long life. Should I be blessed enough to be
Yeah.
blessed with that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take care of myself. It's like gratification for me isn't cupcakes in the belly every day. That's
Yeah,
not gratification, right? Longevity is part of my gratification.
Yeah.
Taking care of myself is part of being gratified.
Well, and we were talking about the longevity thing earlier, you know, like the whole augmented reality. I'm trying to figure out how to make that play to where I could be here in 2150.
You know what's going to happen is that, and I've seen this happen in the tech world over and over, is technology catches up to the desire for what you want to do. So right now,
yeah.
AR and
Yeah.
VR, augmented reality and virtual reality are still new. They're new tech. But eventually they're going to be so seamlessly integrated into society that you, as a person who's out there as an influencer who puts out content, you'll be able to create holograms of yourself. that
Totally
people,
agree
it's-
with that,
You
yeah.
will have that opportunity. For
Do you
sure.
know? Do you remember playing Atari, the
little-
asteroid game?
Sure, yeah. That's shooting at it.
Yeah, I mean, like if you go back and
Was
look,
that 20 years ago?
oh, more than that,
30 maybe?
probably.
That's
So
not
I
that
remember
long.
playing asteroids, man. I was like, "Whoa, this tech is unbelievable, man!" We didn't even have the word tech yet, right?
Yeah.
But I would sit there and play for hours, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But you fast
For me,
forward to
that was
today,
like Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That was my age.
and then
my
you
time.
you go back and play that today. You're like, this is dumb, right?
That's right.
But that's where we'll be going forward. The things
with
we
the
look at
smartphones.
today.
Well, people will look back and be like, "You carried that thing around
Really?
with you?"
My kids told me, they said, "Papa, you think we'll ever have to even drive a car?" I said, "Probably not."
Probably not. No.
Third piece of advice that you would let our viewers leave with, saying, "Hey, man, if you do this and or don't do this other thing, go either way you want.
This is in the
You're going to have power."
Yeah, this is in the same
Vein.
the same vein of what we were just talking about, but it's a different angle, which is only give from surplus. A lot of people give of what they don't have.
Yeah.
You are no good to your friends, family, community if you're a freaking wreck.
Yeah.
So if you just run yourself into the ground, you got nothing left for anyone else.
Right.
The nicest thing you can do for anyone in your life is take care of yourself. It's the nicest thing you can do for your partner, for your kids, for your business. You gotta invest in yourself so that you generate surplus, so that you can then give from that surplus.
Can't give what you don't have, baby.
That's right.
Can't give what you don't
G-City,
have.
10X.
And by the way, if you're all buried up in your own health problems, your own financial problems, everybody's like, I want to help the world. You got to help yourself. That's when I was 25 years old. All I worried about was me.
That's right.
Everybody even said, man, you're selfish. I said, yeah, I am right now.
But you know what? Look at what you do now. This guy, this cab driver on the way was like, he's so generous. He's so giving. How come you have the ability to do that? It's because you took care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's because you invested in yourself.
Ezra Firestone, check this guy out. Folks, if you want to be in power, man, you can't be the smartest person in the room and get there.
Yeah,
be willing to learn. Be humble enough. Be open. Ask questions.
And power is okay. Power is right. Power is good. All this, power gets a lot of negative in our society. It's like
because everybody wants to be the humble guy.
It's okay to be a leader. It's okay to take a firm line. And you know what I tell everyone on my team? I say, if you ever have to if you ever have to let me be the bad guy. Let me be the end of the line. It's because Ezra said so. I'm willing to be that guy. And therefore I'm in control because I'm willing to say, I'll make that decision. I'll be the guy who says no, yes, sorry, you're done. I'm willing to play the villain, and therefore villain in not like a negative
No, the bad guy, the tough guy, the
heavy
bad cop.
Yeah, I'm willing to be
good
that.
cop, bad cop.
And that affords me
If you and I were doing a movie, what would the movie be? I'm just thinking about this right now.
Listen,
what kind of movie could me and you...
kind of
It would be crazy.
It would be fun. We should do it. Yeah.
I don't know if it had anything to do with money. I think it would be some comedy. Would it be a comedy or would it be a drama or what? Action?
I think
I don't think we're action heroes.
Yeah, I don't think we're action heroes. You know what I mean? I think we might be those guys who are it'd be kind of like The Sims, where we're just building stuff. You know what I mean? Like strategizing.
I could see us doing Dumb or Dumber though. Hey, look, do me a favor. What movie would you see Grant Cardone and Ezra Firestone doing together? Okay,
mate, I can do a lot of accents. Can do Australian.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go on a world tour, dude. I'm getting ready to take the bird. We're going to get the bird in August, and then we're going to wrap the whole planet. I'm going to London this weekend, so we're going to take my brother's.
All the UK. I can't. UK. London's tough for me. I can't do London.
What?
The accent.
The accent.
Yeah. It's London's hard.
Yeah, I can barely do an American accent. Okay, Ezra, thank you for coming in. Power players, folks. Look, my goal is for you to watch enough of these and get enough information to get yourself in power, stay in power, and then share whatever you learn to help other people in power. So you can come sit in the chair where Ezra's sitting right now. Thanks for watching today, all right? I was told you hadn't signed up for the sales boot camp yet, but check this out. I'm glad you didn't, by the way. I got something even better for you. This is going to put you right over the top. It's my guys back here. How's everybody doing? That's my people. That's my people. 'Cause you know why they're like that? Because I motivate them every day. I work with them every day. And I train them every day. And I push them. I push them hard, okay? Look, are you tired of missing sales? Would you like to convert more of your leads? Would you like to get a bigger margin? Would you like to see your people do a better job of follow-up? Would you like to have a stronger culture? Would you like to hire the right people and make the good people better, the better people greater, and the great people superstars? I want to help you do that, okay? If you're willing to make those changes, come spend 3 days with me in Miami. 3 days. When you do, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring myself, my team in to work with you. I'm going to give you a 40-pound book to take home, train the trainer, build your sales staff, create your culture, get those extra sales that you're missing. You know you're missing, okay? All for one price.
Are you tired of buying ads? How much would 5 times more visitor from search engines like Google or Bing do for your business? Link Research Tools helps you increase that free organic traffic. We have offerings to get your business to become the dominant force on the internet. The secret of internet traffic is what we give you. We convert that traffic into cash flow for your business. Learn more at linkedresearchtools.com. That's linkedresearchtools.com and sign up now. Wealth Dynamics University is a coaching, education, and network expanding program. Our service is worth over $40,000 per year in value. Set smart goals that you'll be held accountable to achieving. Train daily on Cardone University and build a power network of like-minded people who are growing with you. Wealth Dynamics University is like having all of the answers written down for you, and all you have to do is show up, work hard, and listen. Wealth Dynamics U costs no more than your car payment. The difference? It will actually make you money. Go to wealthdynamics.com/university. That's wealthdynamics.com/university now to get started. Growing your future, protecting your past. J.D. Frost & Company, PLLC, is a public accounting firm. Offers a variety of assurance and tax services to businesses and individuals in the Chattanooga and surrounding areas. We focus on construction and manufacturing industries. Our primary objective is client satisfaction through excellent customer service. Work with the best. We are accredited by the BBB. This is J.D. Frost & Company for a full suite of tax assurance and management accounting services. Visit us right now at frostcpas.com. If you have a business and are looking for a merger or acquisition, business valuation, or capital to grow your business, whether you're needing private equity, industry-based buyers, or just want to sell your business, Stanton Park Capital will take care of you. With over 18 years of experience, Stanton Park is the best resource for mergers and acquisitions, business valuation, and private equity capital. Learn more and get started right now with StantonParkLLC.com. That's StantonParkLLC.com. Producers and creators are the sources of all value on the planet. MC Lobster, the host of the top-rated business and investing podcast Cashflow Ninja, is on a mission with Producers Wealth to help producers create, protect, and multiply their wealth outside of Wall Street in any economy by creating systems and processes that help them increase their production, provides them with liquidity, passive income generators, and opportunities for enormous growth. Learn more about their time-tested and proven systems at yourownbankingsystem.com. That's yourownbankingsystem.com.
This event was just amazing. It was one of those things where I considered myself to be excellent at sales beforehand, and then this just took it to a whole other level.
Amazing event. I've learned so much, and I can't wait to go home and put it into action. Definitely priceless.
There's so much content. It's so useful. It's so impactful. Now all you have to do is just go use it.
You get to ask him any question you want. He will answer you. It doesn't matter if you have a $50,000 business or a $10 million business.
Great sales training, amazing. Grant Cardone's the best.
Grant Cardone's event was incredible. I know I will literally double my sales.
I'm here at the Grant Cardone event, the bootcamp, the sales bootcamp. It's amazing. I've been learning so much, and I just closed a $14 million deal. It's 5% commission, $700,000.
One of the best parts about this bootcamp is Grant had us applying the materials right away.
My name's Eric Klein here at Grant Cardone's bootcamp. My company personally has grown at 84%. If you get a chance to come to his next bootcamp, definitely check it out.
Grant Cardone, day number 3, baby!
You've got to get to Grant's boot camp. It is unbelievable.
The time I spent with Grant was worth at least 10 times more than what I paid. 3 days. You got to spend 3 days with me, understand?
These boot camp events Grant puts on are unreal.
Okay, this is day 3. We are about to get started. This is sick.
Thank you, Grant, for putting together such an amazing event. As soon as I get back to the office, I'm going to be putting all of this together.
I'll tell you one thing, this isn't about taking your business to the next level. It's about skipping levels entirely.
So it's my birthday today. You want to know what my birthday present is? This, baby. Blowing my business up. Okay, go.
Grant Cardone Sales Bootcamp has been a great investment for me. We have about 12 different sales processes, and really came here wanting to streamline all those. We've got a lot of data now to get all of that on paper and just blow our company up.
Grant, thanks for a great event, man. I really enjoy it. Great setup, great menu, awesome content, great value for what you paid for.
This seminar took it at a deeper level for me. I'm so excited to get back to apply a lot of this information in my dental practice.
Great experience. If you haven't done it before, you should. You must do it.
If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018. If you're not